Well, good morning, everybody. I thought today I'd show you how to make a nice New York style cheesecake and how easy it is, okay? You want to have a spring form pan, okay? Because you want something that will release easy and the bottom comes right out of it, okay? We're going to use a 9-inch. This is an 8-inch. You want to make sure you got some heavy-duty aluminum foil because you want to take your spring form pan and you want to wrap the whole outer in the foil twice, okay? And then you want to find a large enough baking dish or something that it will fit into, because we're going to put at least 1 inch of hot water in it, because the hot water, the steam and everything is going to help not only cook it at a good nice lower temperature, but it's also going to make it also light and keep it from drying out and cracking, okay? You want to set your oven to 375 because the first thing we want to do is make the graham cracker crust. All right, so I have 1.5 cups, which is about 12 long squares of your graham crackers in the package, and you want to just do them up nice and fine, okay? And then you want to melt 5 tablespoons of unsalted butter. Put that right in it. 2 tablespoons of sugar. 1/8 teaspoon of kosher salt. Okay, you're going to mix that up real well. And then after you get that mixed up, we're going to put it in our sprayed pan. You want to make sure you spray it really, really, really good. I'm going to use the pan bacon spray, which I'll go ahead and do right now. You'll be getting your oven on, heating up to 375 degrees. Spray it really good. Okay. So after we mix this up good, we're going to put this in the pan, nice and even, and then we're going to press it down gently, and then we're going to bake it for 10 minutes at 375. And we're going to take it out of the oven and set it on a wire rack, and then we're going to work on the cheesecake batter. Now for the cheesecake batter, you want to get out 6 eggs, and you want them setting at so they get room temperature for a while. You're going to need 4 8-ounce blocks of the Philadelphia cream cheese, which is a total of 32 ounces, okay? You're going to need 4 of those. You're going to need 2 cups of sugar. You're going to need 1 lemon, and you're going to need to use the zest off the lemon. Get about a teaspoon or so. And then you're also going to need 2 teaspoons, which is almost half a lemon, of the lemon juice. You're going to need that. You're going to need 4 teaspoons of the vanilla extract, and 1/2 cup of sour cream, and 3 tablespoons of flour. I know, flour seems strange, right? But it's going to help keep it from cracking and everything, and it'll, believe it or not, it'll help make it nice and light and really good, that little bit of flour in it. Okay, this is all mixed up. So now get your pan, and that's just what it looks like, all nice and wet. See how when you press down it starts holding together? Okay, dump it all right in your pan that you sprayed real well. It's really, really easy. Okay, we're just going to spread that all around nice and even. And then if you have a flat bottom cup or something, you could use that, or you could just use, like I'm doing, just using my hand. Just to get it all nicely pressed down. Okay, that looks pretty even. That's what it looks like. All right, now let's throw it in the oven and bake it for 10 minutes. Okay, it's been 10 minutes. I took out the graham cracker crust, it's all set. Now we just set it on a wire rack while we're doing our cheesecake batter. Another reason why you want to double wrap your springform pan is because they have a tendency to leak a little bit of water in, and you don't want any water getting in. So if you put a double layer of the heavy duty foil on it, wrap it really well, it won't happen, okay? And you want to put on some hot water because, like I said, you're going to end up putting like an inch deep of water in here because that steam and humidity is going to keep that cheesecake from drying out and cracking as it bakes, okay? Now what I did to save time, well, that was in, I took the 32 ounces, 4 8-ounce blocks of cream cheese, and I just whipped it up really good, okay? Now we're going to add our 2 cups of sugar in it and our 3 tablespoons of flour. Okay, now we're going to whip that right up. And then afterwards we're going to put in 4 teaspoons of the vanilla extract, 1 teaspoon of lemon zest, and 2 teaspoons of the lemon juice, which I got from like half a lemon. There's actually a little bit more than 2 teaspoons in a half lemon, but I only used 2 teaspoons. 1/4 teaspoon of kosher salt, 6 eggs, and then a half a cup of sour cream. And that's going to be your cheesecake batter. Okay, now let's put in our vanilla extract. Remember that was 4 teaspoons. We're going to put in the 2 teaspoons of fresh lemon juice, 1 teaspoon of lemon zest, 1/4 teaspoon of the salt, make sure you scrape down the sides of your bowl good. And now take and reduce your oven from 375 down to 325 degrees. So it's going to bake anywhere from 1.5 hours to 1 hour and 45 minutes. You'll know when it's done. You don't want it so it's liquidy. When it's done, it'll still wobble just a little bit. It'll finish cooking as it sets. And you're going to want to let it set when you take it out of the oven on a wire rack for about 45 minutes or until that hot water is only like slightly warm. Then you remove your pan, whole thing, out of the water bath and set it on the wire rack for a while. And then you're going to want to refrigerate it. Keep it in the pan. The only thing you want to remove is just the foil, okay? All right, now let's add our eggs in one at a time. There's one. And then when that gets incorporated really well, we'll put in another one. Okay. Oh, there's 3. And what I did, I put some hot water on so it was boiling, and I just poured it in this, only so it would make it easier to pour it into my baking dish. Okay, number 5. And after your eggs are in, then you're going to put in your half a cup of sour cream. You want to make sure, though, you don't overmix it, okay? And 6. And this was a half a cup of sour cream. Make sure you scrape down the sides if you need to. Okay, and make sure you use a paddle adjustment for your stand mixer, not a whisk, okay? All right, I'm gonna go ahead and dump in the half a cup of sour cream. See, people get scared when you mention the word cheesecake, and as you can see how easy it really is, okay? All right, let's get that mixed up. Hey, that looks good. Take off the paddle. All right, let me show you what it looks like. Okay, that's what it looks like. Okay. Now what we're going to do, we're going to dump it right in our pan. Remember, anywhere from an hour and a half to an hour and 45 minutes on 325-degree oven. It's still just a little bit jiggly. That's okay. Take it out of the oven. It'll finish cooking as it's cooling down. Okay. Now get whatever, make sure you got a large enough dish that this will set in, okay? And set it right in there. And be extremely careful. Do not get any of your hot boiling water into it, okay? You want about an inch of water. Okay, I've got about a quart of water in here. All right, let me show you what it looks like. Okay, that's what it looks like. All right, now let's throw it in the oven and let it bake. Okay, everybody, it took an hour and 45 minutes, and that's what it looks like. And what I did was, I set it, pan and all, left it right in the water bath, set it on a wire rack until the water in it started cooling down, just slightly warm. Then I took the pan out of the water bath. I set it on a wire rack and let it cool for a little bit. And then I took off the foil and then I put it in the refrigerator for a while. Okay? Go eat your dinner, honey. All right, now I'll cut a little slice. It's only been in the fridge for a little while.
Grandma, can I tell him something?
Go eat your dinner like a good girl. I'm just going to cut a little piece here. I don't want a real big piece. Now, if you wanted to, you could put whatever topping you'd like on it, a fruit topping. I'm just going to have a nice plain little piece. Just a little piece. And hubby said you could do caramel, you could do chocolate. See, and it cuts really, really nice. And that's what it looks like. Okay, now we'll try a little taste. That's really good. I'm going to put it back in the fridge because it's only been in for a little while. Did you see how easy it is? All right, everyone. Y'all take care. God bless. Have a good night. Bye-bye.